Hey, today we're going to talk more about the number 7 life path, and we're going to use the Gummy Bear Tarot to do so because it's lighthearted and fun. So, with the number 7 life path, you're oftentimes spending a solitary existence. It may feel like solitary confinement for some of you because you might feel like you are trapped or stuck or frustrated. The only way you kind of get out of this trap you may feel that you are in is by controlling your emotions to stop the chatter in the brain. The reason why this is happening is possibly because of past life circumstances that caused you a good amount of trauma. And so when you come into this current life that's a 7, then you are taking a break to process emotions. And I think a lot of people don't realize that who we currently are has a lot to do with who we currently were. And sometimes if you can start to understand who you were or remember who you were, because remember, this is about filtering out a lot of negative stuff that goes on here and choosing for the better. So your past life had a lot of difficulty and bad experiences. So you're coming into this life to emotionally process. The thing is, they don't really tell you that. They just want you to keep being stuck so you can continue that chain of misery. So if you realize that 7 is the reason why you're alone, it may be a very lonely life, but it's to help you process those emotions and to give you a break and to give you a rest. So it kind of can be like a restful kind of a life. So if you're someone, especially if you're a 7, you're like, I just want to enjoy my life. That's part of the reason why. But you might find it's difficult to enjoy your life because you might feel very emotionally triggered and frustrated. But the best way to live the best life and to get your lucky 7s back is to control your emotions, gain control of your emotions. We're going to pull cards on that. And that will stop the chatter here. This is what manifests here, correct? So we're going to pull cards. Oh, that flew right up in the air. So we have the Page of Wands. There's also, you need to listen to your guides to guide you on direction. If you have too much chatter, you're not connecting, correct? Like I just said. Queen of Pentacles. This is like, you might have a big chip on your shoulder. You might feel like people owe you. You might feel like, how dare you all of the time. But being like that all the time, people aren't going to understand you. They're going to see you as stubborn and difficult and like a Taurus, just indulgent and spoiled. The thing about it is, Queen energy oftentimes gives you that. And people might see you as being a little entitled and spoiled, but it's because the Queen doesn't realize that not everyone understands her. She just assumes that they do. They also don't understand that just because you have standards and expectations doesn't mean everyone else has the same. So you think everyone around you should get it, and they should also want the same things that you want. But the thing about that is that they don't. So that's about learning to communicate. If you spend too much time in your feelings and too much in your mental chatter, you will react poorly to people. You also not listen. You will have the inability to listen. If you have that chain going on, the inability to listen can really hold you back, and you can be stuck in this loop of sadness and things not working out and feeling like a victim all the time and all that stuff. So that means the chain needs to break. How do you do that? Control the emotion, stop the chatter, develop listening skills. I find they do not have very good listening skills. Why? Because I work with them. Several of them. And what else do we have to say to end this for Spirit's message for today for number 7s? Just being stubborn here, of course. Let's see. Knight of Wands. That's the trauma right there, right? Running off and making assumptions and jumping to conclusions without really researching or seeking out answers can really cause the loop. So this is what I talked about. Basically, summing up the reading for today, right? So number 7, that's what you got to do.